Albojos, Jalan Kang, Dig Indigenous Cars, Gigadodam, Sasin Dunjaba, Sagi and Doda, Nishnabé, meanwhile Irish and Dow, Chimigwech, Manadok, Nungum. This song here talks about the creator that helps us within our day.
Good morning, everyone, and I would like to begin this by acknowledging that we are meeting and gathering on the traditional territory of the Saugeen Ojibwe Nation. This is where I reside with my family. This is where I nurture my relationship to the land. I am eternally grateful to this territory for having provided so well to my 5 children and I. And I would like to thank the keepers of this land, the traditional keepers of this land. Bonjour, je m'appelle Diane Giroux et je suis originaire du nord de l'Ontario, du territoire de Nipissing. I am presently residing on San territory, which is where I work as Giiwe coordinator. Giiwe is an initiative of M'Wikwedong Indigenous Friendship Centre of Owen Sound. As Giiwe coordinator, I bring 2 very different ways of knowing together. The Western way, which is based on imperialism, so from the top down, and the Indigenous way of knowing, which is a relational-based way. So relationships with the land, the creatures, the community, the ancestors, and the unknown. Giiwe was created in 2018 to nurture a response around urban Indigenous homelessness in our community of Grey County. More specifically, individuals being discharged onto the streets after incarceration. So the community was sad to see that so many of its members were caught in the cycle of recidivism, and we wanted to be able to heal them and bring them back into our community in a good way. It is imperative, if we are going to speak about planetary health, that we speak about healing with self, healing with community, and healing the relationship with the land. As Giiwe keeps going, it will bring Indigenous leadership and fostering a healthy relationship to the land.
And so the work of Mi'kmaq elder Albert Marshall reminded me of 2 potential ways of approaching this. In terms of the use of graphics, we envisioned a model for Giiwe that is based on the medicine wheel. At the center is Indigenous leadership, signifying M'Wikwedong's role in organizing the Giiwe meetings. At the east, it is ceremony, because all meetings always start with ceremony. To the south is Indigenous knowledge sharing, because the second part of the meeting is having elders or knowledge keepers sharing a teaching for the session. To the west is discussions and meal sharing. And to the north are follow-up actions. The Giiwe meetings take place every 2 or 3 months, and they last between 2 or 3 hours. And the meetings have been very successful in the area to improve the relationships between Indigenous and non-Indigenous organizations. The second strategy was to put our values and knowledges in front of us for discussion. And the metaphor that we use is about bricks and roots, signifying broad differences between orientations to the world. And so if we exemplify these two metaphors in the context of the Giiwe model, we can see, for example, think about ceremony. Perhaps the bricks are used to more secular collaboration spaces in which ceremony is seen as some sort of multicultural display that is only meant to show cultural difference, but not to have any impact on the meeting. Whereas from roots and civilities, the context is completely different. It's very important that we do ceremony because ceremony will bind us with each other at a spiritual level, and it will also ask for guidance, spiritual guidance, and ensure that the meeting takes place in a better way. And so our community and academic products are mapping how people might react to different components of the Giiwe model, and they are available for sharing. We will send you some links.
Sagoli, Skanat Go. My name is Renee Abram. I am Wolf Clan from Oneida of the Thames First Nation. But I have been living in this area up here for over 30 years. Giiwe is all about connecting and relationships. And for Indigenous people, the connection to land and all that live on the land is critical and very important, and it is at the basis of everything that we strive to do. Giiwe has helped us connect with a lot more of the other community organizations and agencies, and those people who are maybe in a better position to make changes or to help us in our goals to make changes. We have expanded to not just the agencies who deal with homelessness, as was first done, but all the social service sectors, as well as police forces, first responders, hospitals, and that is going to help raise awareness also of M'Wikwedong Indigenous Friendship Centre and all the different programs and services that we provide. We're getting more and more requests to come and into the center and learn firsthand more about what we are doing, as well as being invited out into the community at large to speak to different groups. And it's developing stronger relationships that will just, in the end, help create more opportunities for care for our community. M'Wikwedong Indigenous